Greetings all, Glenn here. Time for another review. Today we are going to review GeekMeBox. Sorry, I know it's upside down there. GeekMeBox is a $31.99 box, and honestly, this is not one of the boxes that I'm going to keep on the rotation. I've decided I need to whittle down. Financially, it's becoming a little impossible to sustain 15 boxes a month, 16 boxes a month. So we're going to start whittling down, and GeekMeBox is one of the ones that's going to go. Now, one of the reasons it's going to go is because I was thinking about this last night, and the market is so flooded with these subscription boxes now. It's not just Loot Crate, Nerd Block, and One Up Box anymore. It's GeekMeBox. It's Power Up Boxes. We got the Marvel Collector Core now. We got all these different boxes now. And what these boxes have got to learn how to do is set themselves apart from the other boxes, because you just can't do it. You just can't do it with the regular geeky items anymore. It's not going to make somebody drop one subscription to pick up yours if you are really not setting yourself apart from the other boxes. To my mind, it's a lot like for those gamers out there, the MMO explosion of the past 5 or 6 years, where, World of Warcraft came out, and there were some MMOs before that, but World of Warcraft really changed the game, literally, and there was this flood, this giant, massive explosion of MMOs out there, and they all either tried to be World of Warcraft, or they tried to set themselves apart incredibly from World of Warcraft. And the ones that were able to accomplish that second part, setting themselves apart, are the ones that actually were able to, stay afloat. A lot of MMOs have gone by the wayside because they haven't been able to establish their own presence. And it's the same thing with these boxes. If it's just the same 5 or 6 items, yeah, the items are different, but you're not really getting a different experience. It's all about the experience with these mystery boxes. When you open them up and you go ooh and ah at the items, that's what it's about. Not necessarily that your dollar value or what specific items you're getting. Is how is it going to be different than the other boxes. So we're going to dive into GeekMeBox, which this month isn't a bad box, but it's not setting itself apart. So we're going to start with the theme. The theme this month is Animate Wars, which honestly, that sounds like an interesting theme, but as we go through these items, you'll kind of see why I kind of see that as a cop-out theme this month. So we'll start with the shirt. Individually, really good items, but we're going to tie it all together, and we'll kind of go over why this isn't a box that's going to survive. All right, so the shirt, I really actually like this shirt a lot. This is the Powerpuff Tales, right? So nice mashup of DuckTales and the Powerpuff Girls. So I thought this was a really cool idea. You've got the ducks in the Powerpuff Girls colors and poses and all that. I thought that was actually a really neat mashup. So I like that. Good quality shirt. One thing I like about this shirt, it's really a deep dark black. It looks really good, and it fits really well too. I really like the design. So very vibrant colors jump out at you from the deep dark black. So this is a really nice shirt. So they did a good job with that. Next, we've got a Catbug plush. This is another one of those Bravest Warriors items that we got the comic, remember, in another box. So this is a plush, and it's just a little micro Catbug plush. Decent plush. It's not all that soft, to be honest, and it's one of those hangers, so you hang it off your backpack or what have you. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Just a kind of a basic plush. All right. We got a comic. Uncle Scrooge #1. Now, we got this exact comic in the Z-Box because they had their Animate box this month, right? But the Z-Box comic had a variant cover. This looks to me, and this isn't a direct edition or anything, this looks to be just the basic comic. There's nothing special about it. It's not exclusive, no variant. It's just the comic book, the Uncle Scrooge #1, which, you know, I looked through the other one and it was a fine comic book, and this one actually came in great shape, nice stiff backing, and a good sleeve. So this actually came in really good shape. I'm really impressed by how their comic came. But it's the second one of these I've gotten this month, and the other one out of the Z box was, you know, black and white variant cover. This is just a pretty standard comic. All right. Then, I haven't gotten a lanyard in a while, so this, a Sonic the Hedgehog lanyard. There we go, right side up. And the lanyards are cool. A lot of people collect them, and a lot of, they're big in geek culture because we have our, you know, Comic Cons and stuff like that. Well, this is actually a pretty nice lanyard. It's got a nice design on the bottom, rubbery, big, little Sonic there, and then the graphically it's a really good lanyard. Now in these boxes you get quite a few lanyards. At least this one isn't it's you know, a Sonic one. It's not a you know, GeekMeBox brand or anything like that. So this is actually for a lanyard, pretty nice. All right, and then lastly, or not quite lastly, we've got another item that they don't really mention on their card. It's just a couple of packs of stickers. These are Tailspin and Darkwing Duck stickers. You know, it says right on the back 39 cents. So they're not exactly, you know, mega items, but they're just throw-ins. And then the last item, which individually is a good item, it's a Star Wars land speeder, like a little die-cast. A die-cast middle vehicle, a land speeder in a nice little package in there. This is a kind of cool item. This is nice. This definitely would sit on my shelf. Now individually it's a good item, but it seems like that this item was put in there because that's all they had left. You know what I mean? We want to do an animation box, but we don't really have a fifth item, so let's put in a Star Wars item and call it Animate Wars, to justify the fact that we threw in a Star Wars item. Nothing else in the box really fits that theme of Animate Wars. So you've got the animation stuff and you've got one Star Wars item. So there's your theme. Okay, so they didn't do a great job with the theme. If they had just stuck with the animation theme and had a different item than the Star Wars land speeder, which individually is a good item, the theme would have worked in the box. As it is now, the theme doesn't really work. We've got the card, the GeekMeBox card, with the 5 items on it, including the shirt, everything animation, and then Star Wars. So I'm going to give this box a B. It's a solid box, but again, nothing stands out. Nothing really makes it an unusual box. Nothing makes it unique. The box itself is plain. It seems like the theme was kind of something, a mishmash that they kind of made up based on the fact that they had a bunch of Star Wars land speeders that they wanted to use in the box. You know, the comic could be found elsewhere. The lanyard is kind of cool, and the shirt's really good. So a solid B. It's just, again, it's not doing those things that it needs to do to compete with the other boxes. So would I get this box again? The answer is yes, if I didn't have all the other boxes out there. You know, this is a good box. You know, it's almost like a lot of these boxes are timing issues. You know, if this box was around when Loot Crate started, you know, even a year ago, even a full year ago, if this, you know, if this had been one of the boxes I was getting, I would have stuck with it because, you know, the competition, it wasn't as fierce. Right now, the competition is just incredible with these boxes, and you know, we're talking about normal people subscribing to 2, 3, 4 boxes at the most. And if I were subscribing to 4 boxes, this would not make the cut, which is why I'm not subscribing to it next month. We may pick it up again, you know, depending on, you know, we'll see reviews of the GeekMeBox in other places in future months. I could always pick it up again, and that might happen. But for right now, it's just not unusual, different, unique enough. The wow factor is not there. Again, individually really nice items, though. So that's about it for this video. We've got a lot of other reviews coming up, it was great to give away those 2 pops this week, so those are on their way to their winners. We've got more giveaways coming up for our 200th like, and we're already at 160 just about, or 100, yeah, about 160 on Facebook. We've got a giveaway coming up for 100 subscribers to the YouTube channel, and then we've got our big giveaway, which is going to come at the end of reviewing all of these made boxes. So all that stuff's coming up soon. Until then, enjoy your day. We'll see you later.